Hi, my name is Smriti. I am a part of the Chaos Engineering module at Harness. You will learn what pod IO error is, its use cases, and how you can execute pod IO error on a demo application named Booty. Pod IO error, as the name suggests, gives an error when chaos injection is in action for input output operations on files that are located within the mounted volume of a pod. When this fault is in action, you will not be able to perform read, write, and other operations on files. This may disrupt critical processes that rely on such IO operations. Ensure that you have the prerequisites fulfilled and you have the appropriate permissions to create, edit, and execute a chaos experiment. You can contact your project admin or project settings for the appropriate roles or permissions. Create a file called notes.txt and add some string into it. You will need this for the mount path. Here's the sample YAML file that I am using for the deployment. Ensure that you have created this before executing the experiment. Sign up or log in to your Harness account and go to the Chaos Engineering module and click on the Chaos Experiments and create a new experiment. Provide a name for the experiment. Select the infrastructure type, an environment, and an infrastructure. Click Next. Start with a blank canvas and provide the name of the chaos experiment. Namespace refers to the namespace where the application is housed. The app kind is deployment. The name of the deployment is IO test deploy. Let us now tune the fault properties. Mount path refers to the place where your volume is mounted. Method types refers to the IO file actions that will be affected when chaos is in action. Pod affected percentage is 100. You can now move to probes. I have already created a Kubernetes probe which I am going to add to this fault, and specify the mode as start of test and apply changes and apply these changes to the chaos experiment. Save the experiment. Click run. A new run will be scheduled. Navigate to the terminal and apply the IO deploy. And our target is the IO test deploy pod. Exec into the pod and find the mount path to open the text file that you have created previously. You can see that it is displaying the contents of the text file. This is because chaos is not yet started. Now chaos is in action and try to execute the same command. You can see that it is displaying an IO error. You observed that critical operations like read and write were paused when chaos was in action. This indicates that the blast radius is huge. We recommend that you don't execute this in production environment because this may stall critical input-output operations. To know more about the error and understand the tunables, go to the official documentation whose link is provided in the description. Thank you.